I don't want to use too many cliches at this point, Jonathan, but everything's like a Rorschach for people. One man's meat, another man's poison. One man's hell is another man's heaven, I guess. What do we have right now, in your view, at Twitter, Jonathan? Is it somewhere between heaven and hell? Like, I don't know, what would that be, like a purgatory or something? What do we have right now?
Well, look, I don't know about the theological way you want to interpret this, Joe, but I will tell you, like, you know, despite my reservations that we've talked about on the show, I was cautiously optimistic that Elon Musk would be able to address Twitter's deep and abiding problems and that he'd take the concerns of civil society to heart. But some of the developments over the past few weeks, I think they've been alarming at best, including, you know, last night, one of the first things he did was he fired the head of trust and safety at the platform, the person responsible for making sure that you deal with conspiracies and misinformation. And we know that he welcomed Kanye West back after a 2-year absence, after he made anti-Semitic comments on Instagram. And we know that he posted this meme of former President Trump and Ye and himself all owning, you know, platforms as if they were playthings. So I'm going to tell you right now, like, I was glad to see the tweet you just put up about the fact that he thinks Twitter can't become a free-for-all hellscape, which, by the way, is a pretty low bar. But given his recent behavior, I think we all need to see action, not words. We need to know that Elon remembers that conspiracies kill people. Yesterday was the 4th anniversary of the Tree of Life shooting, a man who was radicalized online. We've seen it in Buffalo, El Paso, Poway, Charleston. So we need to know as civil society that Elon Musk is going to take the steps necessary to ensure that the platform is free from conspiracy theories and hate.
Right. Yeah, we saw it at the congressional baseball game too, John. So we've seen it on both sides. Hey, Rich, do you think at this point the First Amendment needs, like, I don't know, 10? Do we need quality? What are the 10 commandments? Are there immutable commandments for the First Amendment, or is it constantly changing and constantly need to be have asterisks all along the way?
No, it doesn't need asterisks all along the way. And this is just, to me, the reaction to Musk's takeover is bizarre. Here you have someone taking over a social media platform where very important conversations go on about social and political issues and saying, I want to have neutral, free speech informed principles governing how this community works. And it's like, oh my God, how can you do that? What's wrong with you? The fact is, Twitter is a hellscape. It's probably going to continue to be a hellscape, but it's been a hellscape that the rules of which have been determined by the left and with a left-wing bias. You know, legitimate news stories have been suppressed on Twitter. If you want to call a biological male he on Twitter, you can't tweet that. Marjorie Taylor Greene, you know, I have no use for her. She was suspended in part because she said that the vaccines didn't prevent people from getting COVID, which was true, and she was permanently suspended for it. So this is a company that's been held hostage by its woke employees, held hostage by its woke users, and Elon Musk is going to try to pry it loose and have some neutral principles.
Okay. Jonathan? Yeah, thanks, Rick. Jonathan, I can just tell you that, and I was serious, that one man's thing, people are different. There's no objective truth. Just for me, and I love you, but just for me, I wouldn't want you dictating what I see on Twitter. I really wouldn't.
Look, Joe, I love you too. But I want to be totally clear that I think while there are steps that Elon can take, like open sourcing the algorithm, right, or tweaking the business model to remove the bots, I don't think that changes the fact. And I don't know what, Rich, you're talking about biological males. The reality is that wild conspiracy theories and platforms awash with information are problematic for society. Look, I don't think social media platforms should be the playthings of billionaires to begin with, but Elon has the right to buy Twitter. I'm a capitalist, and I believe he can do this. I mean, there's no stopping that, but what there is stopping is threats and slander on the platform. Like, I think, to be honest, when you say you're going to go DEFCON 3 on people, Rich, when you say you're going to go DEFCON 3 on Jews, I don't think that belongs. That's not a free speech issue.
Rich,
specific threats are one thing, and they don't belong on the platform. They're not protected by free speech. Let me give you an example. I think Stacey Abrams has spread provable conspiracy theories about the Georgia election system. And in fact, some of these claims are adjudicated in court and were laughed out of court because there's no evidence there's a real voter suppression. But I would never think she should be kicked off Twitter. She shouldn't be allowed to say these things because they're wrong. She says things are wrong. People like me rebut them, and then people can decide. That's how a free country works, and that's how Twitter should work.